I don't have any money to pay for the show that we're gonna go see tonight, so.
Turn tricks on the street. That's what you always tell me.
That's because you can turn tricks on the street. I go turn tricks on the street, I gotta come home with like $6 in change. And you know I'm gonna be grounded forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh, what do you care? Like, you ever listen to your mother?
Give you my card 3 hours ago.
No, it was not 3 hours ago.
You left before 3?
Okay, it was 3 hours ago.
I told you 1 hour.
I know.
And I trust you, but you break everything like that.
Well, I have to go now.
And what time you come back?
I'll be back by like 11.
Okay, Pablo, 11. Today.
Okay.
Not 11 tomorrow.
Casanova's last words were, "I regret nothing." I think the man's a liar.
We walk the halls of life, see the things that we want to say, be what we want to be. Wherever I go, I search for me. Now it's all we have. Now it's all we'll ever have. To live our life. Now it's everything.
My friends sometimes annoy me.
As much as I said I love these people, you know, I need something new.
What I want out of friendship is like, you know, willing to die for someone and them willing to die for me.
We're just so open and honest with each other.
I've had a lot of friends who at first thought I was a total jerk.
A lot of people don't like me. I don't understand why.
You know, you see these two guys or these two girls who claim to be best friends, they separate, and all of a sudden one is talking about the other and the other is talking about the other. And it's never nice things.
Our friends are getting really old, and I'm tired of them.
Cherish your time with your friends, because it's really important for you to, and treat others kindly.
My concern about you is, I know a little bit about the situation from last year. There was some drug involvement.
The way I got mixed up in that is, it's like strange, really. Favor of a friend.
I've heard your name this year in drug involvement. So I know that it's not something that's gone away.
Yeah, it's not.
Right. Is that something that you have any interest at all in working on?
I mean, everyone needs to work on everything, and moderation is, you know, Bacchus's first rule. Who am I? Top 10 words, straight from the head. Melodramatic, pseudo-intellectual, poetically inclined hooligan. When did you get here? I've known Lisa for about 2.5 years. We met each other at school and then became closer and closer friends.
I want a horsey.
Looking at her, she seems hostile and harsh, but when you get to know her, you know that, like, a lot of stuff affects her easily, even though she acts like it doesn't. It's Miss H. Hi, Miss H. It's Pablo. I don't think I'm going to be able to continue my employment. If it was up to Lisa, all I would do all day long is hang out with her. That would be my job. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry.
Why are you saying you're sorry?
There, we're all unemployed. We're gonna be one big happy commune of unemployed people begging for change like you.
Retard. You left mint alcohol in the fridge and my mother saw it.
She doesn't get along with her mom, so she was living with her grandfather. And then her grandfather passed away, and they're gonna be remodeling that house and move back into it in like a year or so. For that period of time, that place is empty. Well, this is our house, you know, this is me and Lisa's house. And, you know, because there's no one else living here. So I have a key and she has a key, and we can do with it what we may. Can't leave these hanging around. We just try to avoid telling each other what we do. That door is not supposed to be closed. Remember, only rules of this house is keep it the way you found it. And even a small detail like a ring or handcuffs on the floor, it's things we have to remember in order to keep this place ours. It was basically Lisa's haven as much as mine, in which we would simply have a place without having to deal with our complicated and defunct families. No parents, no rules, Kubla Khan's dome of paradise and pleasure, our own garden or Eden or whatever. It was beautiful. Upon dusk in Eden, Eve walked with eyes cast to the stars while Adam stared at his feet. I yearn as rivers flow, like madness through my veins. Red wine pours, drips upon a countertop, spills over linoleum. How lives do break, like silk upon a jagged edge.
No more razors!
A bunch of my friends I've made through the band, like Jason and Teddy and Katie.
I'm the pinup girl for Unrequited Love. people that I love don't really know how much I care for them.
It's 2 a.m. and I'm really scared. And Teddy's right here with her, keeping her alive.
What is with you and him? Teddy.
Nothing.
Don't even deny it. You think I'm stupid, but I can tell. There is. Oh yeah.
No.
Don't.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm not even gonna discuss this. Stop making that face.
Okay. I couldn't picture you like romantic with someone.
Good.
Passionate.
Good. I'm glad you're not standing up nights going,
I think if a guy was really romantic with Katie, she would hate it. I think she would get uncomfortable and wouldn't know what to do. And a guy being a jerk to her is much easier. So Teddy fits that description.
Stamp, but my darling ways are getting old. I wanna be the piece of meat in front of your nose.
Here's Teddy. He's a total jerk. He's completely insensitive. And most of the time, I really hate him.
Your nose, your eyes are...
But then there's that other thing.
Do you smell me behind you? I'm always there, you know I'll always be there. But I don't wanna be left behind in the cold. I wanna be the...
He's so scared of, like, opening up to people. He's, like, deathly afraid of it.
Butchered. Any way you slice it, I come out butchered.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Where are you going? I'm just gonna be out for a little while.
I'm gonna go.
No, you can come with me later. Okay, babe? You're gonna go with Mom. My mother, she's been divorced twice. So in my house, like, everyone has a different last name. I have a little sister who, she has her father's name. She thinks that last names are sort of like first names. Like, everyone has a different one. Okay, Mom, I'll be back later.
why are you with towels laying around the house? Yeah, my mom noticed that too.
She noticed the towels?
How would she not? No one's been here for months, supposedly.
You know what we need? We so need a television, though. Otherwise, we just wind up, like, talking to each other and stuff.
And that would suck.
Lisa was pretty much aware of it, but, I was having constant parties there. Lisa didn't care much for parties because she hated everybody. Actually, no, this is a mixture of vodka martini and...
Is that rum all gone?
But is there no merit in actually witnessing a party while sober?
Yes, it's called junior high. Sorry.
Only imagine why that bed was unmade.
Well, anyway, I kept your room fine because I slept in that room, so...
Yeah, but you turned the bed sheet
I turned the
inside.
bed sheet the wrong side.
And you left the door wide open in the back.
Blackmail is quite simple. In order for Lisa not to bug me each and every single second about what I did at Grandpa's house, all I have to do is buy her a few presents.
What are you gonna buy me?
I'm gonna buy you some nice quality crafted manure pile. Your shovel.
I have horse. My little
With a fly?
Yes.
This is gonna settle it.
I'm downstairs. I'm trying to unless you do something else wrong.
I still can't put what? When am I gonna dump Nikki? When I'm good and ready to. I just don't think it's time yet.
Oh, God.
When are you gonna dump Daddy? How about you and me dump them together?
You going on a double date? How about that?
Yeah, we'll double date and dump them both. Then you and me will get married. And we'll live miserably ever after. That's the type of... That's the type... Why do we always have to eat this way?
The stupidest thing ever is the whole, like, teenage dating process. I hate it. I want to get out of high school and, like, live like a real person.
Don't.
What?
You freak.
Why can't you just let it happen?
I don't like it.
Don't make that feel.
I have a really disgusting
You don't
nose.
like it? You don't like it?
No.
If you don't like it so much, then how come it like turns you on more than anything?
We are so taping over that.
Scott told me, he asked me how many boyfriends I had, and I said, like, not many. And he said, that's okay. People don't usually date until college. And I don't know where he got that statistic, but I don't think that's right.
Teddy plays hard to get. I don't do anything. You just kind of ignore them, and what am I supposed to do?
Let's turn on Teddy. What? Teddy, you turned on? One day I was like, well, not one day. It was like a while of days. I just like found out that I really, really like love Teddy a lot. Like, wow, I like love you.
He's so mean. I just resent him for. Because David brought up a good point one day. So every time I'm like, Teddy, let's do something. It'll be great. He's like, maybe. And then David's like, you know, he's waiting for a better offer. And that makes me mad. Like, really mad. Oh, one, I'm not good enough? Is that what it said?
You're gonna make me cry again. Why are you so mean? Hello? Why are you such a jerk? Teddy, why? Why? I told Teddy that I was in love with him, and it was weird. Well, at first, I just didn't want to say it at all, and I'm like, you know what I'm going to talk about, right? And he's like, what? So I sort of had to, like, explain it first, and then sort of, like, sandwich I love you in between, like, something else. So it sounded more discreet, which, you know, worked.
I think because she's just so overly energetic about everything she does. Which at times it could be good, but at other times, not so good.
And basically, he acted as though it never happened. And that's what really hurt her, I think. The fact that he paid no attention to this big thing, her basically spilling out this huge bowl of emotions to him, which was a big deal to her. He just acted as though it was nothing. And that's how Teddy is.
Okay.
Last night was the worst night of my life. It's completely horrible, and I don't think anyone could feel like understand that, like possibly understand. It's the worst thing ever.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was closing up Grandpa's house for about a month and a half. You know, logically, since it's going to be our last party for a month and a half, we better make it the best. Party, 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 party.
The first time he bought me my horsey, I was pissed, and he promised he'd never do it again.
Johnny, what are you doing next Friday? Nothing? If you want, we might be having a big thing at Grampy's.
Grampy scares me.
Oh, don't let Grampy scare you.
I told him, I don't want anyone else there but you.
If it's early in the day, then I can still go. And if it's not, maybe we can do something Saturday, I suppose. Is it at all possible to have it Saturday instead of Friday?
No, we're having it Friday. I can get it together and I can get Lisa away.
I don't like partying. You know, I don't like being surrounded by millions of people.
We just opened it all out, and there was tons and tons of people. What are you looking for? If it's liquor, it's over here.
This is the war room.
Oh, no, John. No, we don't. We come here and we play bingo.
This is the height of my existence.
And they were staying longer than I usually stay. So now the neighbors see a bunch of kids leaving the house, leaving the door open. Kids are rowdy and, you know, still possibly inebriated.
Rip this shirt.
Freshman, the hell's the matter with it? If they get squashed right now, I wouldn't give a... You missed!
Let's go.
Come
back later. You don't need police.
It was stupid that we got caught. I mean, there was a million and one ways that I could have avoided it had I just not been completely and utterly moronic. So all I have to do is not break curfew, and that should be fine. Otherwise, the rest is all up to the Highland Park police. And I'm 16, so I'm a juvenile.
Yeah, I know you were doing that. That's why you know you are like that today. I'm very upset with this, okay?
I know. I'm upset also.
I'm talking to you. I let the guy talk to you before
I shall
this.
reform. Consequences? There's no consequences. I'm 16 years old. I'm a juvenile. They can't do anything bad to me even if they tried. I gotta call Lisa. God. No regard for anybody. I am a selfish wench. We did not trash the place. I did not trash the place. I was cleaning up. Why? Do you think your mom's gonna press charges? Are you sure there's any way your mother would, like, sway from pressing charges? No way whatsoever? I don't have the key, because this is my mom's van. Believe you me, no one's going near that house again. Oh, you're that unhappy? Okay, babe. Fine, what would you like me to call you? Nothing? You are thoroughly upset. Babe.
I didn't get Teddy. Not that I wanted him. I don't know what I wanted out of that. I told him I didn't know. I wanted him to be nice with me. I wanted him to realize that I'd make him great. But I probably couldn't. I thought I could. I thought I could bring out the best in him. That's what I loved about him, I think.
Clyde says, you can't dwell in the past. I guess he knows that he knows there's pretty girls better than me.
I learned, like, I have to focus on, like little things.
There was something you felt.
The whole thing with, like, how he, like, totally, like, ignored me, like, and just doesn't even talk to me anymore. The whole thing with that is just, like, I have to, like, look at my music and, like, focus on that.
Oh, half my songs are about Teddy. In a drunken days, or about, no, they're all about Teddy. So I can't dwell in the past. But Clyde Shack, you're a fool. I know your hang-ups on old girls better than me. A long time ago, there was something you felt that you're not ready to lose.
I thought he was like my best friend. I put a lot of faith in him.
We didn't want to get into a fight, and then when legal things came up and now it was something solid and something we had to face, well, then we couldn't face it.
They put cigarettes out on tables and, like, they just destroyed it.
I took a lot of trust for her to give me the key to Grandpa's, since she wouldn't give anybody else the key.
Get my key now. See you later.
See you sometime.
But I hope you forget this. Maybe you try to give another opportunity to him and be friends. He needs friends like you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, Lisa.
Bye. I was pretty upset. And I lost someone who I thought was a good friend.
So it was supposed to be the last one, and then it turned out to be the last one. And now no one wants to have anything to do with the house, especially me. Just basically no one wanted to have anything to do with Lisa either.
It's so true, baby, how easily I'd fall at your feet. At your will, if you asked me to. I've loved you so much lately. And didn't we both agree on
how each day's experience turns into another New Year's resolution. Praying that next year I won't love you enough to sing you a song, write you a poem. You told me, darling, that you'd love to love a blonde. Well, I'd bleach my hair and bat my eyes. I've loved you that much lately. And we both used to agree on so many things before you stopped saying goodnight. After evenings, we would call our own. After I'd sing you a song and I'd write you a poem.
It's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. So it's better to sing my songs and maybe make something and be really happy and have people listen to me, because that's when I'm happy.
Better to have loved and lost, never to have loved at all. Bull. It's better to have loved than not to. But the lost part, why would you lose love?
Stay tuned for a look at the making of American High, followed by scenes from the next episode.
Where's the Love by Katie? Take one. Could you tell me where the love is? Love is right here. Where's the love? It's in my bag. You can't have it though. I was just wondering if any of you knew where the love was. No. Excuse me, miss. Could you tell me where the love is? The love's right here. Where's the love? Look! I found the love!
Okay.
Hey, man! Trust me, dude.
I think that the biggest challenge was figuring out how to structure an episode. We knew at a certain point that we would focus on a few characters every episode, but how are we going to introduce them or reintroduce them or establish that they were the kids we were focusing on? Around the time we were trying to figure all of this out, we sent our old friend Lisa Maislish, who's this brilliant photographer, we sent her out into Chicago and asked her to just collect some photographs that we figured we would use for publicity shots.
I was a little worried at first about going to get pictures of high school kids because I haven't had that much experience with high school kids since I was in high school.
One day, her photographs came back in, and we looked at them and we were blown away. She had captured the essence of each of these kids. You know, her photographs of Katie, of Morgan, of Pablo, of Robbie and Sarah, and Brad. Incredibly intimate portraits that, in one frame, captured exactly who these kids were.
When people look at a still photo, it gives them something that they can identify with a little bit more than if they're distracted by sound or motion or a scene happening.
Instantly, we said, every time we introduce a character, if we use some of these still photographs, the audience will get the essence of the kid the same way that Lisa has captured it. We found a solution to a big problem we had, and that solution was to use Lisa's photographs structurally in the show.
I had about 2 hours to get some picture that's characteristic of each kid. Some of the kids were easier than others, like Huey, it's just natural. You think, oh, well, get a picture of him kicking a football. Other kids are a little more difficult, like Pablo. He's really into poetry. How do you get a good picture of a kid doing poetry? Pablo had an assignment for his photography class, and I said, I'll take pictures of you doing your assignment. I ended up being the subject of the assignment. He got a picture of me taking pictures of him. I got to Morgan's house. I took pictures of him doing his hair. He had breakfast, played drums down in the basement. He was just running all over the house doing all these things. Went outside, did skateboard tricks, went to the park, did gymnastics tricks. I'd taken pictures of him doing like 50 different things in half an hour.
One of the hardest things about filmmaking is that you simply cannot plan everything in advance. You just have to surround yourself with as talented a group of artists as you possibly can. Then just trust that as a team, you're all going to figure out a way to get through it. And maybe somebody's going to do something extraordinary that really finds the answer when you're stuck. And that's what Lisa Maislish did for American High.